Hi guys, welcome to the projectgympa.com. My name is Denis Borisov and today we are gonna discover how to perform lying triceps extensions, also known as Skullcrushers or French extensions. This is isolated exercise for your triceps. You know, you can perform a lot of exercises for your triceps. I mean, speaking about your split routine. You can choose such exercises as dips or bench presses with narrow grip. But all these exercises are compound and they involved your chest in workout, and sometimes it's not very good in such situation when you want to isolate triceps workout, when you want to isolate triceps tension. So for this reason you have to perform isolated exercise for your triceps, and one of the most popular isolated exercise for your triceps is lying triceps extension, also well known as Skullcrushers. First of all, you have to understand that in all push type exercises you involve the same elbow movement. Doesn't matter, presses, dips or triceps extension. Your elbows are working in these movements. But when you perform presses or dips, there are two joints are involved in these exercises. Not only your elbows, but your shoulders. Your elbow joint and your shoulders joint too are involved in these movements. But when we speak about isolated exercises, in such exercises only one joint is involved in workout, and that is why such exercises are isolated. So when you use two joints in the exercise, for example, when you perform bench press, yes, when you perform bench press, you see working joints are your elbows and your shoulders. The movement is in your shoulders and in your elbows. That is why we name this exercise compound one. Because of this involvement of two joints, we involve a lot of different muscles in workout. So not only our triceps, but our chest, our shoulders and so on. But when we fix our shoulders in the same position and perform the exercise only with one joint, only with elbows, for example, in this situation, this exercise become isolated, and in this situation only triceps is working. It's a very important moment because if you understand it, you can focus the tension on different muscle groups. And speaking about triceps, you have to understand that in order to focus tension in our triceps, you have to perform different variations of extension. And in these exercises, your shoulders are fixed and the movement is performed by your elbows. Extension in your elbows. That is why this exercise is isolated. Okay, how does this exercise look like? Lie down on the bench, grab the bar with the overhand grip, so your palms are facing away from you, and perform from this starting position. Inhale. Inhale when downing the weight, and exhale when pushing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze your triceps and lower the weight down. You have to move the bar to your forehead. You have to perform this exercise only by your elbows. Don't use your shoulder joint. When you move your arms in this way, it isn't Skullcrusher. In this way, this exercise is named French extension or lying triceps extension, something like this. So Skullcrushers are such situation when you move the bar to your forehead. That is why Skullcrusher. You have to understand it. So your arms are fixed, your elbows are fixed in the same position during the whole motion, and you move only by your forearms in your elbows. This is Skullcrusher, and this is lying triceps extension. This is Skullcrusher. Okay, you have to understand that when you move the bar behind your head, in this situation, this exercise is named lying triceps extension. But when you move the bar to your forehead, at the lowest point, this exercise is named Skullcrusher. It isn't difficult. Okay, and there are a few tips to perform this exercise correctly. First of all, you have to keep your arms parallel to each other, fixed and parallel during whole the motion. So you see, this is wrong, this is wrong. You have to keep your arms parallel to each other. You have to fix your elbows at the same position, like this. It's very important to isolate your triceps in this exercise. Tip number 2 about amplitude. There are few moments, and these moments are at the top and at the lowest position. So let's start from the top position. When you perform this exercise, it's very important to lock out your elbows completely, like this. Sometimes people do not lock out elbows. You have to lock out your elbows at the top position. It's very important for full triceps contraction in this exercise. So this position at the top is wrong, this wrong, this right. You have to lock out your elbows at the top position. What about the lowest point? You can perform this exercise in different ways. You can move the bar to your forehead, or you can move the bar behind your head, like this. And as I said, this variant is named Skullcrusher, and this one is named lying triceps extension. What variant is better for triceps building? On my point of view, when you move the bar behind your head, this variant is better for your triceps, because when you move your arms in this position, your long head of triceps is involved in workout completely, and you know, your triceps consist of three heads: a long one, short one, and middle. But long head of your triceps doesn't like work. It's the laziest part of your triceps, and this part is involved in workout only when you move your arms, when you abdicate your arms from your body. I'm not sure about my pronunciation, but the main idea that you have to move your arms, your limb from your body. So something like this. When you fix your elbows, like when you perform Skullcrusher, in this situation you don't move your arms for long head involvement. But when you perform the exercise in this way, you are involving your long head. And long head is the laziest part of your triceps, and it's very difficult to develop this part of your triceps. That is why, what about me, I prefer such variant of performing when I move the bar behind my head. On my point of view, it's very important. You know, I understand that it isn't Skullcrusher, but I have to say it in order to understand, you understand the difference between these movements. So, on my point of view, if person asks me what way is appropriate for triceps development, usually I recommend lying triceps extension when you move the bar behind your head, not to your forehead. But it's only my point of view. I can be mistaken. Okay, what about grip width? You have to use comfortable grip width. You can use close one or wide one. You know, this exercise is isolated. That is why it isn't very important to use too close grip. You have to find optimum grip width in order to feel your triceps contraction. It's very important. I mean, your mental connection between your brain and your muscles. And sometimes for such connection, it's better to use more wider grip than close one. That is why you have to try different variations. For example, you can lay down on the bench and try different grips. You can try close, medium, wide one, and in every time you can choose different muscle contraction in your triceps. As for me, I prefer this grip width. This grip width is not too close, as you understand, but it's good for me. I feel my triceps contraction, and that's good. One more important idea about your triceps and about this exercise. The main idea is that when your head is lower than your body, in such a situation your triceps is involved in workout more than in other situation when your head is above your body. So if you have a special bench in your gym, and when you can incline your body in such way when your head is lower than your legs, in this situation your triceps contraction will be better. So when you on the opposite use such bench when your head is above your body, in this situation it will be not so easy to contract in your triceps. So if you have the possibility, you have to use negative incline, not positive but negative, something like this. But this one is not so good. This is good. Okay, and another advice. While you perform this exercise, you can keep constant incline of your arms. something like this. So I can keep my arms perpendicular to my body. It's very important when I perform Skullcrusher. But when I perform lying triceps extension, I can incline my arms to my body. Not perpendicular like this, but incline them a little bit. And in this situation, triceps contraction will be better. Why? Because of the constant tension in my triceps. Because at the final position, the tension is preserved in my triceps. In this position, it's easier to move to perform the exercise, because in this position, the tension moves from my triceps to my bones, to my elbows, and so on. And that is why it's easier for my muscles, for my triceps. But when I lean my arms a little bit to my head, in this situation, the tension is constantly preserved in my arms, in my triceps. It's more difficult to perform the exercise in this way. And that is why this way is good for bodybuilders. Okay, I said you about lockouts. It's a very important moment because your triceps is involved in workout when you lock out completely at the highest point. Yes, and you have to use this advice if you want to involve your triceps in workout. What about breathing? The same rule as usual. You have to exhale on exertion. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And lying triceps extension, the same. Up, down, up, down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. It isn't difficult at all. And what about danger? Triceps extensions and skull crushers can be dangerous because these are isolated exercise. And all isolated exercise can be dangerous because only one joint and two huge tension. So when the tension is performed by two joints, it's more safer, yes. But when you perform all stress, when you perform this exercise only by one joint, it can create huge stress on this joint. That is why you have to be careful in order to prevent you from injury. And very important advice from me is don't use cheating in such exercise. You know, in isolated exercise, cheating is not good at all, because isolated exercise creates stress in your muscles, and it's too huge stress in your joints. And when in this situation you add stress by cheating, it can be too much for your body, for your elbows, for your joints, for your muscles, and so on. That is why you have to be careful and you have to think before doing something. Okay guys, that's all. Thanks for clicking. You can leave your comments down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel featuring new exercises videos weekly. These are skull crushers, baby.